Hello everybody, it's Maikito. I hope everybody's having a good day. Has had a good day so far. Tomorrow or today, whenever you're watching this for the slate for the Europa League game, it's just like the Champions League games. They're playing all the games all at once. And last time there were Europa League games, I didn't make a video because I didn't really find anything I liked. But one, there's so many games I just couldn't not make a video. And two, I found enough to make a video. So I've always said I'm not going to force any picks, and I did find some that I liked. And as always, if I do have any added plays, they will be in the pinned comment either later tonight or tomorrow when the lineups are confirmed, because there always tends to be squad rotation. We fortunately didn't have any DMPs when it came to that, and hopefully we can avoid that here as well. So I found some plays that I like, so I'll get straight into those. The first play is Arthur Theate to go hard in 0.5 shots playing away from home for Frankfurt going up against Roma. You're getting this at plus money and relatively good plus money. And I usually don't take these, but I like this play. He's taking 23 shots in 18 games in the Bundesliga and 5 shots in 6 games in the Europa League. And it's pretty much like the Tapsoba pick from the Champions League, in which he's a center back that will center back and sometimes plays as left back, that not only shoots from set pieces, but also shoots from regular play. In the league, he's taken 12 shots from set pieces and 11 from regular play. And in the Europa League, 3 of them were from regular play and 2 were from set pieces. And 13 out of the 14 shots that he's taken in the league and Europa League combined were long shots. One of them was from him just overlapping and getting in the box, which he can do as well. But I love the fact that he will take those long shots because he moves up and play. And Roma are not an aggressive team. They kind of sit back and kind of play the low block, which is perfect for us because that just means he can play up. He will take the shot. If he sees the opportunity to take those long shots, he will take them. And because Roma sit in the low block when they're defending and they're not an aggressive team, it's not like they're going to go up and like press him whenever he's going to go out and shoot a ball, especially because it's not like he's like a threatening shooter, like a striker or anything. So he's going to have plenty of opportunities. Besides, Roma are weak in aerial duels, and he's still going to be their first set pieces. So we just need to get either an opportunity from a long shot, opportunity from a set piece. Roma are non-aggressive, helps with his long shots, and they're bad in the air, which is great for his set pieces. He's 6 foot 1 inch tall, so he's a pretty tall guy, and he's hit this mark in his last 4 out of 5 games. And Roma are iffy, they're inconsistent, so I like this play for plus money. So I like Arthur Theate to go higher than 0.5 shots. And the second play that I found that I like is Inaki Williams to go higher than 2 shots playing at home for Bilbao, going against Victoria Plzen. He's averaged 2.02 shots per 90 in La Liga, and it actually goes to the 2.72 in the Europa League. And he steps up his game, at least when it comes to shooting and attacking in the Europa League. He's had 4 goals, and just shooting-wise, when it comes to shooting, he has 4 goals in 20 games in La Liga. And in the Europa League, he has the same 4 goals, but in 7 games. So he's much more attacking and he's been playing much better and has stepped up in the Europa League. And they need to secure a top 8 spot, and they're at home, so he has a great atmosphere around them, so that's one reason why I like this play as well. And besides, Plzen on average in the 3 away games that they've played so far in the Europa League have allowed 17.3 shots away, so that's plenty of opportunities for him to get those shots. They've conceded 9 goals in 7 games, so they're an average defense, but they still allow shots. It's not like we need him to score, we just need him to shoot. And Plzen are a great matchup here whenever it comes to like league games and Europa League games, especially when ones where they need to win and need a result. He plays full minutes, if not, might not play like the last 5, but he plays a lot of minutes in those important games. Besides, he's very versatile. He can shoot with both feet. He will take long shots. He cuts in. He's 6 foot 1 and wins 84% of his aerial duels. So whether it's on the counter attack, whether it's on his right foot, his left foot, outside the box, inside the box, wherever he finds opportunities, he will take them. Besides, it's not like he's like his brother Inaki Williams, who Nico does help a lot more when he goes back in the defend, while Inaki is the one that stays up and doesn't help as much defensively. He's much more of the counter threat. He's much more of the attacking one. His brother's much more of the defender and the playmaking role. And I just think at 2.0, it's a good line at home versus a weaker Plzen team who allow a lot of shots. So like Inaki Williams to go higher than 2 shots. And I have one lean. I did want to mention, I usually don't mention leans, but if you want to look at Pedro Porro, Porro on underdog, you could get him on just his regular line higher than 1.5 shots. I do have him as a lean. Before I get into the money line plays, if you guys could, as always, just real quick, like the video and comment as well. It really helps boost out the video to more people, and whether it's you guys showing support, which I really do appreciate, or asking a question, because I know a lot of you guys don't even watch soccer. It's just because you just bet on it because I make these videos, which I really do appreciate. Just the trust that you guys give me, I try not to take it for granted. Trust me, I do my best on these videos. So if you guys could like, comment, subscribe, not subscribe, turn on notifications, whatever you want to do, anything you do to help support this channel really helps. And then I have the membership for those that want to get the videos out early before anyone else. And then same thing with all my player prop apps, and my MONEYLINE apps and my data app, all linked in the description. So I really want to thank anybody who supports me in any way. But when it comes to money lines, I have 2 slips, and the first one you can currently get this at plus 102, and the first play is Galatasaray plus 0.5 in the first half versus Ajax. This essentially means that they will not be losing at halftime. They will be either tied or winning at the half. Galatasaray are undefeated in the first half in all 12 away games that they've played in their Turkish league and in the Europa League. This is a 100% hit rate away from home. They're a great team. They're a great scoring team, and they need at least some type of result to earn a top 8 spot. And Ajax have lost their last 3 Europa League games, and their inability to defend is pretty much what has costed them. They have conceded in the 3 games that they've lost 2 goals, 3 goals, and 1 goal. And they're playing against a great Galatasaray attack. They still have Osimhen. They still have Mertens. They still have a lot of great players. And we did take them last game to win, but whenever they collapsed in the second half. And if you look at the games that they've played, they always tend to score a lot in the first half, kind of sit back a little more in the second half, and that's when teams tend to score. And I expect the same thing here. Besides, you gotta love a 100% hit rate away from home. So I like this play, Galatasaray plus 0.5 in the first half against Ajax. And then the second play for the slip to get this to plus money is higher than 0.5. Eintracht Frankfurt goals going up against Roma. We took them before the score. We're taking them again. They came through last time, and ever since Marmoush has left, it has not affected him at all. So I like that. 3 games since he's been gone, he's gone over this mark. And 3 out of 3 games that he has played since he's been gone, which is what we like to see. And they scored 14 goals in 7 games in general in the Europa League. And just because Marmoush is gone, they still have a great striker in Theate. And just because he's there, because he's been there since Marmoush is gone, that just means more shots for him, and he's been taking those opportunities. So again, I'm not worried about Marmoush not being there. And Roma have conceded in their last 4 out of 5 games that they've played, and 5 out of 7 in the Europa League. And then the clean sheets that they didn't concede on in the Europa League were against Braga and Kiev. Braga, disappointing season so far, and Kiev, the worst team so far. So the 2 teams that they kept clean sheets on were 2 weak teams. Frankfurt are the opposite. They're a great team. And Roma's biggest weaknesses when it comes to them defending in general are counterattacks and just in general, just allowing good opportunities for opponents. And Frankfurt take a lot of shots. They will find those opportunities, and they're really great at the counterattack. It's just they're in much better form than Roma, and I trust them. So I like Frankfurt to go higher than 0.5 goals going up against Roma. This slip is for plus 102. And then when it comes to the Frankfurt play, the equivalent for that, at least on underdog, you can play is Villar to go higher than 0.5 goals allowed if you want to take it there. My second slip, you can currently get this at minus 121. And the first play is higher than 0.5 Lazio goals going up against Braga. Braga are fighting for a playoff spot they're currently not in. They will be fighting, and they will be vulnerable. Lazio are through the top 8, and they will make them fight for it. Just because they're through doesn't mean they're not going to fight hard. They have the second best attack so far in the Europa League, scoring 17 goals in 7 games. And they've scored in the last 4 out of 5 games and 6 out of 7 in the Europa League. And from the last 5 in which they didn't score, and the 1 game they didn't score in the Europa League, if you look at the games, they both took from the opposite side a 6 save, great performance from the opposing team to prevent them from scoring. So they will get those opportunities. And like I mentioned, I like the fact that Braga will be desperate and will be vulnerable. They've conceded 12 goals in 7 games in Europa League, and in 6 out of 7 in general that they've played. They just haven't conceded in 1 out of 7 games. But they're playing Lazio. On average, they allow 14.3 shots to opponents in the Europa League. And Lazio have converted 40% of the shots on target that they've taken in the Europa League. So they will get the opportunities. We just need them to convert. And they still have Theate, they have Castellanos. Just because they're through does not mean they're just going to not score and let Braga have it easy. If they can beat them or pretty much tie, they eliminate Braga. So that's one less opponent that they have to worry about. So I like this play higher than 0.5 Lazio goals going up against Braga. Like I mentioned with this Villar pick, the equivalent of this play when it comes to underdog at least, is Hornacek, Hornicek, to go higher than 0.5 goals allowed on underdog. And then the second play that I found that I like is another away team to score, and that's Hoffenheim to go higher than 0.5 goals playing up against Anderlecht. Hoffenheim are a desperate team, and they need a win to even have a chance for a playoff spot. They will go all out. Even if they're down, they need a win, so they will go all out. I do not see them not scoring. They always score. They have scored 7 goals in 7 games in the Europa League, and they have scored in their last 3 games. So when it comes to scoring wise, recently they're in good form, and they do have a lot of injuries, but it is on defense. It is not on offense. They do not have any offensive injuries. So they have Horschlag and they have Kramaric. So on attack, they are still there. So we just need them to score. We're not worried about their defending. We're worried about their attack. They're in recent good form, and their attack is fully healthy. And Anderlecht have conceded 8 goals in 7 games. On average, they have allowed 12.6 shots in the Europa League and 14.6 in their league. So they allow a decent amount of shots. And Hoffenheim are a team that love to take a lot of shots, and we just need them to find the back of the net on one of them. Anderlecht can't defend counterattacks, which is good for us because Hoffenheim are pretty decent at those. And even if they lead, that just means they'll give up possession to Hoffenheim, and Hoffenheim will just take more shots. And like I said, I just love the fact that Hoffenheim are desperate and they need a win if they want any chance. And we just need them to convert one of the chances. They will get them, and I trust them here. So like higher than 0.5 Hoffenheim goals going up against Anderlecht, you can get this slip for -121. And when it comes to any of my plays, you can just mix and match them however you want. Just take the ones that you like or mix and match them with the plays that you like. It's completely up to you. Thank you everybody for watching. Quickly going over the big Champions League slate. Moneyline wise was actually a good day. I had one added play when it came to Moneyline, and overall we went 2-1. The one that missed was the Bayern Dortmund slip. Bayern only scored 1 goal in the first half, so that killed that slip. But the other ones, Villa to win, Atletico to win, that one hit. And then I had the added play, which was the PSG Stuttgart game to go have at least 1 goal in the first half, combined with the Leverkusen first half money line, and that one hit. So good when it came to money line wise. Player prop wise was not a great day, just being completely honest there. Obviously, I had Rodrigo under 3.5 shots added play. He ended with 4, scored 2. We hooked there. Bakayoko to get at least 2 shots. He ended with 1, hooked there, and that was just because they were leading and they had no reason to attack. And then Kelleher, that one really was just annoying to get 3 saves. He had the opportunities and he just conceded those 3 goals. I literally bragged about how great of a goalkeeper he's been. He was just allowing the goals in, which was frustrating. We had Tapsoba, he hit. We had Schick to get a goal or assist. Leverkusen scored 2 or 3. He wasn't involved, which was unfortunate there. And then we had Brandt added play hard in 2. He ended with 2, and on PrizePicks you still get money for that, so that was a win there. And I had Ricardo Pepi. I had him pretty much had a big line gap. Pepi was at 2.0 on PrizePicks and 3.5 on Underdog, so I took obviously higher on PrizePicks and lower on Underdog. He went under 3.5, ended with 1, so depending on where you took it, you either hit or you missed. So player prop wise, it was a 3 and 5 day. Again, not great. And then moneyline was a 2 and 1 day. Good day there. So hopefully we can carry that moneyline momentum and carry on to the player prop wise. I really liked all of those plays on the player props, but we either hooked or it was just unfortunate. But no excuse, we missed, and the best we can do as always is just carry on into the next game. Even in the Discord, you guys were telling me and like just I guess giving more morale. Just because we have one bad day, we bounce back. And if you've been on the channel for a while, you guys know we always bounce back from bad days. So hopefully we can do that again. When it comes to the Europa League games tomorrow, like I mentioned, if I have any other plays, they will be in the pinned comment. But other than that, I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.